Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice with me, Alpha Mega, and Turkey. So, in the previous episode, we have ended while we were working on developing the Turkish shipbuilding. We have also managed to get our next research slot, which was for the doctrines. We actually have quite a lot right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slots. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. It's nowhere near Germany or United States or Soviet Union, but 8 is still a reasonable amount for us to do quite a lot of work. We still have to be careful about what we research and how we incorporate it, but it's pretty good. I also went back and checked a little bit on what our situation was like at the start of the game. And I have to say, we're not doing bad. We started with 65 civilian factories, and we have 89 right now, so we have 24 more. We started with 28 military factories, now we have 45. And we started with 2 dockyards, and we still have 2. So, considering this, I think our economy, we didn't even go through entire 3 years, and we are already, in my opinion, doing pretty nice. Of course, when it comes to the stockpile, we are doing much better. The strength of the army was a little bit weird because it said that we are starting at strength of 5, but I think it would be more or less around 150, 180. So we have nearly, probably more than doubled it. We have more units. They are pretty well equipped for what they are right now, and the situation is only going to improve from here on after. So I'm actually pretty happy. It might not seem like a lot, but it is honest work. So you guys need to fix yourselves. What's going on here? Come on, mate, give me that iron. Give me that iron. So we're importing aluminum, we're importing steel and producing steel. We have the alloying metals. We're importing oil and food. So, life in Turkey is not bad at this point. We're gonna finish our last civilian factory in Ankara, and we're gonna start building a military one in Istanbul. Now, for that, we are going to use that factory to start producing the mountain artillery. We're gonna name this one Bozdoğan, and we are going to have to give it at least some upgrades. I'm thinking about this. More reliability and soft attack would be pretty good because it's gonna cost us 30. That is a reasonable amount. We can get that much, and it will make, I think, if 55 is the base. Where is it? 55. Yeah. So the almost 5 extra % are gonna go a long way for us to not bleed out this equipment. Turkey and France friendship treaty. France and Turkey signed the Franco-Turkish Treaty of Friendship, affirming their sincere and strong bond. The treaty aims to strengthen their diplomatic relations and promote cooperation in various areas. Of particular significance is the inclusion of provisions addressing the Hatay issue. Both countries expressed their commitment to resolving the territorial dispute considering the region of Hatay in a peaceful and mutually beneficial manner. This treaty sets the stage for constructive dialogue and cooperation in finding a resolution to this contentious issue. The signing of the Franco-Turkish Treaty of Friendship signifies a positive step towards regional stability and enhanced collaboration between France and Turkey. It is viewed as a notable example of diplomatic relations and paves the way for future opportunities and exchanges between the two nations. Oh, how nice it is. Decisions available. Army War Games. Alright, so we wanted this. We've already discussed it, so let's get it. Because that will give us even more experience. And that's something that I am really keen for. And one of our generals is actually going to get experience. I'm not entirely sure how much 280 or whatever the number was. 280? 210. Cemil Cahit Taydemir, 291. It changes all the time. That's interesting. Which one is Cemil Tayyip? Nezmi Solok. Actually, I can hide you. Fevzi Çekmak. Recep Pasha Salih Ormuta. You, the cavalry guy. Alright. And how much is 1,000? Alright, so it's about 1/3 through a level. Venezuela resigns from the League of Nations. Okay, another increase in world tensions. Venezuela today has announced its intention to leave the League of Nations, not wishing to be involved in the League's embargoes with Italy and seeking to establish a stronger oil trade with Germany are key factors to the decision. Alrighty. Can't say I blame them, can't say I understand them. I can't say pretty much anything. Alright, our first military factory is being constructed. Now, to be fair, we are really struggling here, because while the civilian factories have a 24% bonus to construction, the military factories have a 19% penalty. So it's not like we're gonna be really fast and good in this. Ideally, it would be better if we were at least early, in the early mobilization era, because that removes the massive 10% penalty and actually give us a 2% bonus. So at that point we would be at minus 7%, which is much better. But I think that we've delayed it for quite some. We're always going to be constructing civilian factories as we're gonna go, but we really need more factories for the production. We'll need more for armored cars, and we'll need more for the mountain artillery that our units will need. Oh yes, we can now have more special forces. That is great. In pursuit of peace in the Greater Middle East, representatives of Turkey, Iran, Iraq, and Afghanistan met in Tehran's Sabadat Palace. There, the Treaty of Sabadat was signed, formalizing a 5-year non-aggression pact between the nations. With tensions rising around the world, this multi-group made their intentions of peace between neighbors known. I am proud to be one of those nations. Alright, on 1st of August, you guys will be done. How are we on production? Synthetic oil experiments, so you know what you're gonna do after that. You're just gonna go and straight up start working on rubber processing. That's gonna be a pain, but we need at least one rubber refinery before we start producing the cars. There's no really going around. I guess once we finish the 2 factories here, we might actually go and build that one. 19th of February. Yeah, that's not great. The Hindenburg disaster. The German passenger airship Hindenburg was destroyed today while attempting to dock at the Lakeshurst Naval Air Station in the United States. For reasons not yet determined, the airship was engulfed in flames and crashed to the ground, claiming 45 lives. Due to the scarcity and expense of helium and the US ban on exporting it, the Hindenburg, like all German passenger airships, was ultimately engineered to use hydrogen, which provides greater lift, but is also flammable. With public faith shaken by the disaster and the rise of much faster passenger aircraft, this could spell the end of an era of airships. Oh, the humanity. Alright, so nothing we can... Oh, we could do the Sabadat trade mission now. Alright, that's gonna give us a civilian factory, and it takes only 18 days. So let's do that one first. And we got an actual... We're almost done with the upgrades. That is actually pretty neat. Okay, so we'll have 8 submarines. Alright, maybe we haven't lost any. I guess that could also be a possibility. Alright, so where's the upgraded good class? Here, we can also build only 1. And we need more steel. How quaint. Well, there's not much we can do anyway. Let's just import it and shut up about it. Alright, you're gonna be done soon. You are going to be done soon. Civilian economy. But yeah, if we get 10 submarines, that would be 2 packs of 5. And that might be enough to actually blockade the Black Sea once the war breaks out. I'm not sure if there's a massive naval presence in here, but... we shall see. Do we know anything about our ships? No. That's the easy answer. No, you don't. Alright, well, I guess that's fair. Alright, 91.1%. We really need to start building... we really need to start building another power plant. Do you want to build it now, or... Yeah, I guess so. We have to. Unfortunately, we have to 8th of October 1948. Alright, that is fair. So Sabadat train mission will be done soon. Synthetic oil experiments are done now, and we can start with the rubber processing. This is crazy because the rubber refinery, while giving us a decent amount of rubber, is just unbelievable expensive. 30,000, that's a whole year of worth of construction. And I'm not even exaggerating there. I mean, we're gonna get some bonuses, won't be? I'm talking about technology here. Yeah, you give us 5%. You don't give us anything. But you give us 10... No, that's fuel gain. Alright, so you give 5%, so at least that's something. Then we get additional 5% over here. And 8% here, that's 1940? Yeah. It's way too late, so we're not gonna capitalize on that bonus at all. 1948 Tour de France. The 1948 Tour de France was the 32nd edition of Tour de France, taking place from 5th to 31st of July. It was composed of 21 stages over 4,694 kilometers, or 2,917 miles. The race was won by Italian cyclist Gino Bartali, who also won the Mountains classification. Coming in at second place was Belgian cyclist Felicien Verwacke. And I'm pretty sure that's not how we pronounce it, but man, it was the Verwacke guy. Right, and we get even more here. Alright, so what about the production cost and efficiency cap? Nice. Alright, those are actually good bonuses. We need to produce more. And what can you get us? Now, can you... It's a little bit of time, but it might make sense to go after it. Could you get the next light artillery too? I think we might actually need the engineering company, because... Wait, what am I... Come on game, settle down. Chill. You need a radio. Light vehicle. Or a better machine gun if you want to start producing that one. Which, I'll be honest, I'm not really crazy about. I mean, we're not gonna produce them anytime soon. No, actually that's not true. We're gonna start producing them soon. Let's work on the armored car. Because the moment we get these factories done, which is not gonna be that long, we are going to start the production of the mountain artillery. I'm gonna pour in more factories from other projects, which by then should be okay. Like uniforms, we can definitely take one from there, because we'll have a decent stockpile. Maybe even the mortars, but I'm not sure, because we will upgrade those. Maybe some horse transports, because we have a ton of those. Maybe the cavalry horse equipment, because once we start producing the cars, those are gonna go to the mountaineers. So having these is not exactly necessary. But we'll see. We'll see. So here's another factory. Standardization. Yeah, but we're going after the fishing industry. That's another civilian factory and production. And then I think the agrarian reform. That's 2%. Liquid war support. That's actually not bad. Okay, so the fishing industry can be that 25 days. What's the horrors of the war? How bad is it? 20? No, it actually just lowers recruitable population and weaker war support. So if you can get rid of that, we won't bleed out the the war support here. Okay, you guys are done with equipment, which tells me I can add 2 more units. We need more light artillery and support equipment. And that's fine. Like, keep them busy, guys. Keep them busy. 86 days, 91 days, 52 days. Yeah, we are doing all right. No need to be sad. No need to be sad. What's the 30? All right. So again, what did we want to do here? I keep forgetting because I'm not sure if we need more mountaineers or if we... Come on, game, settle down. Okay, that's 25. We could actually do this, really? What would that do? Because alright, you don't have anything, but if I added you and you, yeah, that's increasing the command engineers, heavy artillery and mountain. If I switched one of you to light anti-tank, that would work like this. Yeah, that would work. Okay, so we need to add a couple of mountaineer battalions and a large amount of artillery here. Then we'll need to start producing the light anti-tank too. Alright. So I can add 2 more mountaineer battalions. A mountain support company. Let's see how that's gonna be, because the pack artillery is not increasing anything. Though we wanted to, yeah, we wanted to upgrade the mountain artillery. But there's really no point. Anglo-Irish Trade War ends. The Anglo-Irish Trade War, also known as the Economic War, though not a real war per se, had a disastrous effect on post-Great Depression Britain and Ireland. However, the Eyre Confirmation of Agreements Act has established the end of the war, and now Irish and British industries will benefit from more free trade. I mean, also, how much XP do we need for the doctrines, and when's the next one gonna come? Oh, very soon, alright. You need... oh, only 10, alright. And only 5. Alright, so there we're okay. That's not an issue. We don't have to save much for that. So I guess we will actually start upgrading the mountaineers. We'll start working on that. How's the Japanese offensive looking? We haven't really... oh my god! Oh dear god, Japan is unstoppable. How the hell? I've never seen them perform this well. Jesus Christ. Good lord. Alright, well, China is gone. Alright, well, this looks like an Axis win right off the bat. We'll see how the Americans are gonna change the cards here. Fishing industry. Seguro Obero massacre and anti-tank coordination. Europe's finest athletes competed in Paris. Alright, so Seguro Obrero massacre. At around 12:30 on September 5th, 1948, approximately 30 armed Nazitas affiliated with the National Socialist Movement occupied the Seguro Obrero building. José Luis Salazar, a carabiniero uniformed police who was on watch, upon observing the situation, thought that the Nazis were concealing weapons under their coats and prepared to respond. However, a member of the Nazi movement who observed the reaction of the servicemen started to fire, mortally wounding Salazar. In reaction, a short while later, a crowd of carabineros gathered at the foot of the building. Heavy firing between the opposing sides began. Gerald Galmeyer, a Nazi youth, was killed. His companions resisted, but the carabineros forces forced them to retreat. In the meantime, another 42 youths have occupied the central building of the University of Chile. This also culminated in a shootout beginning at 2 o'clock, when an assault by the carabineros took members of the National Socialist group by surprise. Those who surrendered were led with their hands up towards the Seguro Obrero a few blocks away. There they were informed that the attempted coup had already failed and were sent to convince their companions to lay down the arms on the condition that their lives would be respected. The Nazi activists accepted the promise and surrendered. Although disarmed and captured, nearly 60 of them were lined against the wall and shot, breaking the promise to respect their lives. Only 4 youths managed to escape death. The bodies were facially and bodily disfigured by deep wounds from sabers and bayonets. Europe's finest athletes compete in Paris. The 1948 European Athletics Championship have just concluded in Paris, France, marking a spectacular showcase of the continent's most elite athletes. With competition fiercer than ever, thousands of spectators gathered at the Stade Olympique de Columbus to witness records shattered and national pride put on full display. Amid rising political tensions across Europe, the event served as the rare moment of unity, bringing together athletes from across the continent to compete in track and field, jumping and throwing events. Among the standout performances, Italy, Sweden and Finland emerged as dominant forces, securing multiple gold medals across various disciplines. Finnish distance runners, known for their endurance and discipline, continued their nation's long-standing tradition of excellence, while Germany and the United Kingdom also delivered strong performances, reinforcing their positions as global athletic powerhouses. Despite the shadow of international instability looming over Europe, the event concluded without incident, proving that sports can still serve as powerful symbols of peace and competition. The results of these championships will no doubt fuel national sentiments across participating nations, as government recognizes the propaganda value of athletic success. With global tensions rising, the question remains, will the next great contest be fought on the track or on the battlefield? Results: Germany 12 gold, 12 silver, 8 bronze. Finland 5 gold, 3 silver, 3 bronze. Great Britain 4 gold, 3 silver, 1 bronze. Sweden 3 gold, 5 silver, 5 bronze, and Italy 2 gold, 2 silver, 1 bronze. Even sports can no longer distract from the gathering storm. And we finished the doctrine research. Okay, so anti-tank traps. Let's spend 5 XP on that one. 24 and 11. Fishing industry. Alright, well, we were saying that we're gonna add mountain runs, pike artillery, and one of these would be light anti-tank, because we're, yeah, alright, this, like this. Alright, so I could actually do this, which is gonna cause a whole lot of missing pike artillery. How much do we need? 144, that's actually not that bad. But I mean, we have only 3 divisions of that. But the production will need to be quick and steady. So a bunch of factories will need to be moved. Alright, fishing industry finished. What's next? Special Forces standardization. Oh! Oil found is completed. What the hell? we got something that wasn't used. What? Game? At least tell me. Alright, I think we can go with another propaganda piece. Do we want that? I mean, we don't need that right now. And we were actually poised. Which one did remove that horrors? You did, didn't you? Under the politics. Peace at home. Yes. Create factions. Sabadat Pact. Oh no, but this one we cannot go with. Treaty with Iran. Expand the Sabadat Pact. We don't want to do that. Let's just go with this one, and then the actually no, let's go with diplomatic effort, agrarian reform, then you. That's gonna take what, 50 and 88 days. Jesus Christ, 50 and 88. That's 138, and then 70. So that's like 208. So that would be 2.8? No, 28. 28, really? Yeah, divided by times 10 would be 1%, and times... Yeah, okay, so we definitely need more propaganda. So these ones take so long, when it actually be a good idea to do other things before. Like, I'm gonna get the special forces first, even though we're not researching them right now, because we will need them. By the time we are finished, that's definitely gonna be needed. Alright, can we put another submarine, please? Good class. And once we finish you, I'm gonna actually invest in the destroyers and start refitting them, because that's another. Because I have like 2 packs of 5. The New England Hurricane on 9th of September 1830. 1830. That was a hurricane, guys. On 9th of September 1948, the New England region of the United States experienced a terrible hurricane. Between 680 and 800 fatalities were estimated, and 306 million worth of damage was caused. Alright, we're already struggling with energy here. So we finished the radio. And I think we can... Well, truck radios, that's not exactly what we need. Core HQ radios you require... Introduced a radio to support the tab. What? Recording radios, infantry radios. Well, the infantry radios is the one that we need. Yes, mountaineers, those will need that. I guess truck radios then, and then you... but this also should allow us to get, yes, a signal company. Signal detachment motorized. Because the signal company is gonna give us a ton of organization. So let's get you first. Okay, and if we finished the... Was that the oil? I am not entirely sure what we fit. No, it was the wood fire engines. Alright. But yes, the oil is also done. No, it's not. Alright, we're working on the rubber. Synthetic rubber refinery. What do we want to do here? Excavation 2. A little bit too early. Improved safety. Factory output. Okay, these ones are massive, so I think that if we go a little bit early on them, we're gonna be fine. So production efficiency cap was 8%. Automating machine tools using servo mechanisms has been discussed before. Putting these ideas into practice allows making use of other advancements in automation, such as computers. So growth, efficiency cap, and engine production. Alright, the next one is gonna... Yes, you are gonna go with the factory production. Yes. And you will cover the concentrated industry free. Infrastructural expenses can be lowered by adapting networks to our more focused industry. So Factory output plus 20% is actually really amazing. So the production is only going to increase, which is great. 44 days till the fuel is done. Oh wait, did I forget? I just realized I never did this one. Yes, we need that one as well. Raman Petroleum before we jump on the civilian. Mortars. Let's get the mortars. That's gonna be a good place to end it. Now, can we or can we not produce the radio? Yes, we can. We already actually have it here. So who is going to start working on the radio? We'll need tons and tons of them. The mountain equipment we will keep as is. So will we keep you. The mortar we are just going to upgrade. So that's not a good one. I guess we can take one from the uniforms. And one from the horse transports. For now. Yeah, it's gonna be 3 per day, but that's fine. The signal company is gonna do us a lot of good. Alright, and I think we might have to go with you, because you'll bring us the most advantage. Black Marketeer. I know he's gonna support the opposition. Is there anything like election campaign? No. National celebration. Looking for something that's gonna help us with our own government, you know. When are the elections? 1949? Yes, February 1949. Well, the competition is broken basically, so we don't have to really worry. Alright. So you're gonna help us. That's additional factory or 2 and additional resources. Especially with oil and such, it's gonna be nice. Same with food, which is finally growing again. Even the steel is good. Spanish Republic 1. 12 states. Spanish Protectorate of Morocco. Social democracy. Republican Spain. Wait, did they? Oh wow, these guys are not fascist, did they? Oh, I just realized, did the Democratic Nation won? Oh my, that might be for the first time. I'm always confused which one is which. The end of Spanish Civil War. With the surrender of the nationalist forces, the Spanish Civil War has come to an end. The Republicans have emerged victorious and a new era has begun for Spain. The war-torn country has suffered greatly in fighting, and there is much rebuilding to be done. Oh, that is really cool. I've never seen that happen before. Nice. Alright, you finished the mortar, so that's pretty nice. We are not gonna... Well, are we? Are we? No, we're not. Maybe? No, we're... Okay, yes, we have to. Let's go with the Kirikawa infantry weapon. Istanbul Military Industries are gonna do that one, and we need to start producing the new mortar, which is going to be called... what's the... Yes, 38. So this is gonna be Atomic M38 88mm Shimshek. And I'm gonna put you into production instead of the one that we have right now, which is the M34 81mm. So you have a lot to do. A lot to do. Alright, and we can actually put the radio on someone? No, we need... Yes. Oh Oh, we could put it on the HQs. Alright, let's do that, because we need them everywhere, and we need to put it in the special battalions as well. Cool. So actually, things are looking pretty nice. Just need more infantry weapons. Light artillery, yeah, we have the rest. Covered support equipment. Well, our economy is looking pretty darn good right now. We're gonna finish the power plant soon, then it's the civilian factory, and then we're gonna start working on the military factories, while the civilian factories are gonna be the backup. Cool. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.